Kohalo, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ruach Kodash. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. To the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. Canada's longest total lunar eclipse since '07 will soon shine in the sky. How soon? Let's look it up. Look up on Sunday night for a chance to see the Earth, Moon, and Sun line up to produce a total lunar eclipse. The full flower moon will rise on the night of May 15th. This will be a special one too. For the second year in a row, we are seeing a blood flower moon, where the moon turns red as it passes straight through Earth's shadow. The path of the full flower moon as it passes through Earth's shadow on the night of May 15th to 16th, 022. And that's a diagram of what it's supposed to look like. The total lunar eclipse begins at around 9:32 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday night. Excuse me. However, it will be difficult to notice right away, as the outer portion of Earth's shadow, the penumbra, only causes the moon to dim slightly. The best time to begin watching is about an hour after the eclipse starts, so 10:32 Eastern Time. That's when the moon starts to transit across the darker umbra, and over roughly the next hour, bit by bit, the bright face of the full moon will vanish until it turns a dusky red. Slovakia. Alright. Until it turns a dusky red. The total eclipse begins at 11:29 p.m. Eastern Time and reaches the maximum at around 12:11 a.m. Eastern Time. The moon then begins to exit the umbra at around 12:54 a.m. Eastern Time, although the total eclipse lasts for 1 hour and 25 minutes. The above times all reference Eastern Daylight Time, right? EDT. Since the event happens simultaneously for everyone, though, viewers in other time zones will need to adjust accordingly. And then we got NDT, ADT, EDT, CDT, CST, MDT, and PDT, right? You know, Pacific Time, Central, Mountain, all that bullshit, right? So here's all the times, man. You'll definitely want to be peeping this. Stellas. Excuse me. All right, and here's that's the meat and potatoes, right? That just goes into Esau's explanation on why these type of occurrences occur. But let's get the scripts, because this is all scriptural. So this is Genesis 1 and 14. And the powers, the Elohim, right? The powers said, let there be lights in the firmament, right? The divider of the heaven to divide the day from the night. And let them be for signs. Whoa, wait, what? Not just to look nice in the sky? No, it says, and let them be for signs. Signs. In the world, what does a sign do? It signifies, yo, if it says 60, go 60. If it says 70, go 70. If it says turn here to get to the restaurant, turn here and get to the restaurant. That's on the left-hand side. So on the right-hand side, the sun and the moon are supposed to be for signs. And you might be thinking, well, how do I know it's the sun and the moon, man? It just says lights in the firmament. Well, let's keep reading. And for seasons and for days and years. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And the powers made two great lights. The greater light to rule the day. What's the greater light to rule the day? I riddle you that. I'll just give you the answer. It's the sun, what we in a modern sense know as the sun. Excuse me. And the lesser light to rule the night, they made the stars also. Right, so that's going into the moon, the sun and the moon. Alright, so just side note, so Esau saying they landed on the moon, that's impossible because that would be like them saying we landed on the sun. Excuse me. Alright, so now that we have that established, okay? Genesis 1, the beginning. Now that we understand moons have signs and they're for symbols, not just to look nice in the sky. Now that we understand them for symbols, let's bump up all the way to prayer of Azariah, chapter 1, verse 40. O ye sun and moon, bless ye the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Praise and exalt him above all forever. You might be thinking, wait a minute, hold up. What you mean the sun and the moon bless? Yes, that's exactly what it means. Everything known and unknown praises Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Ba'ashim Yahushai, Rachwa Kodash. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is in everything. The sun and the moon are no different. They have a purpose, just like we have a purpose. We have to, what is the Ecclesiastes 12 and 13? To fear Yahweh Shai and do his commandments, super roughly paraphrasing the whole duty of man, right? So everything has a duty, everything has a purpose and a place and an order. 1 Corinthians 14:40, let everything be done decently in order. Yahweh Shai is the master of those scriptures. He invented them. So obviously he's going to have everything in order in a spiritual, righteous way we can't even comprehend. That's no difference with the sun and the moon. Now, we find out that basically the moon's going to be talking to us in the know, letting us know that some major event is about to happen. Because we just read that they were designed to show signs. Who are they going to show signs to? The men of the Lord, of Yahweh B'Shem Yeshai, that understand this, that understand we don't go off a Gregorian calendar. We don't go off Esau Edom's ways. We go off Yahweh B'Shem Yeshai's ways to the best of our ability. And so, going back to this lunar eclipse thing, since 07, we know that the number 7, completion. So the fact that this article is referencing 07, something major is about to happen, but that coincides with what's going on in the world with Russia, China, America. Just all the technology news that we're hearing about. All the legislation that's being passed on the low and on the highs, because Esau Edom, which is so-called white man, they know they have short time. So jumping down to letter of Jeremiah, or letter of Jeremiah 1 verse 60, for sun, moon, and stars, being bright and sent to do their offices, are obedient. So they got their office. They got to tell us, yo, without telling us, they're telling us, yo, some major shit's about to happen. Buckle down. Get your prayer game up. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 17. Apostle Paul. Pray without cease. And this is beautiful because it's all prophecy. This was designed to happen, like, since the beginning of time by Yahweh B'Shem Yeshai, by the Ancient of Days, the Father of Spirits, and many more. All right, and then we'll punch out with Ecclesiasticus, or, to a bunch, it's known as Sirach, but to me it's Ecclesiasticus 43 and 6. He made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of times and a sign of the world. So this isn't happening because. Major stuff is going to be happening, and we have to line up what's going on in the world with scripture, with prophecy with the words of Yahweh Bashmi Awashai, Bashim Yawashai, Rachwa Chodash. And keep praying. Keep praying, keep thanking Yahweh Shai, keep asking for forgiveness, keep praying for the Akyam wa Akwath. Bayath Dawadad. Bakhar Yaikwab. Alright, so with that, I hope y'all were edified. Shalom.